Welcome back to another Film Geek movie review. In just a moment, I'm going to be walking my happy butt over to the futon to check out the Netflix original Emilia Perez. So what's the plot of this movie? Well, it tells the story of 4 women living in Mexico who have decided that they are going to pursue their own happiness and break out of the situation that they're currently in. This film is starring Selena Gomez and Zoe Saldana. And honestly, guys, I'm really interested in this movie because here is the genre that this film is in. It is a comedy, crime, musical, thriller. It pretty much tries to throw a little bit of everything into this movie. And you know what? My cat Haku is currently waiting on me, and we all know exactly how impatient he gets. I'm looking at him right now, and he's got that like time is ticking dude look on his face right now. So you know what? I'm gonna sit and stop jabbering on because I don't want to make this guy mad, man. Again, like I said, he has 36 feet. Okay, well, it's enough of me sitting here jibber-jabbering on. It's time I get over to the futon and check out the Netflix original, Emilia Perez. Welcome back. Just getting done watching Emilia Perez. And guys, I did like the movie, but I want to address something really quick. I went back and edited my intro, and I don't know what I said. Okay, so this movie is starring Selena Gomez and Zoe Saldana. I do not know what I said in that intro. It was like Zoe Saldana, Ferracto, Agnati, right? I mean, I don't know what happened there. So yes, Zoe Saldana. Okay, so let's get the old review started, shall we? We're going to get things started with negatives, then move into the positives to end the video on the ever so important high note. One thing really bothered me about this movie, and it's not that it was terrible or horrible and it didn't ruin the film for me or anything, but I honestly could have done without the music. And again, not that it was terrible, not that it was sung poorly. It wasn't like Joker where it was like completely useless and pointless at all. At least there was a narrative reason for the singing, because a lot of the times when they did the singing in this film, it was like an internal monologue or something that they just turned into song to just kind of help the narrative along. But here's the thing, the characters and the story of this film stand alone just fine, and the use of the music in this film really wasn't needed whatsoever. It just kind of slowed the movie down a little bit for me. It didn't ruin it by any means, doesn't take anything away from the film, but it doesn't necessarily add anything to the movie. And like I said too, this isn't one of those big Hollywood musicals where they break out in the huge dance numbers. There are some moments where they do have a little bit of dance and things of that sort, but it's nothing like good old-fashioned Hollywood in the golden age or anything like that, or a Broadway play. It's more just kind of a little bit of just like clapping, stomping, things like that, some chorus singing from people in a crowd and all. But all in all, the music itself isn't terrible. The singing is fine, it's well delivered. It just doesn't really seem like it needs to be there. I was really just more interested in hearing the story of the people in this film and the women in this film rather than hearing songs about their internal thoughts. And I kind of felt like they could have just translated a lot of this through just an actual monologue or the emotions in the actors. But other than that, guys, all in all, this was an extremely solid film, and I really enjoyed it from the beginning to end. Also, this is a subtitled film, and I will say that at the beginning of the movie, I was having difficulty keeping up with the singing and reading of the subtitles. That was a little difficult at first. I did catch on. I was able to keep up with things, but at first I was just like, oh geez, oh crap, I missed the whole beginning. I had to rewind the movie, like the first 8 minutes or so, because it opens up with a bit of a song, and it went fast. I'm like trying to watch everything going on because, like I said, these songs help move the narrative along, so it was kind of important to find out what was going on with this so we can understand the characters a little bit more. But yeah, other than that, I really don't have anything about this film that really bothered me. I really enjoyed it. I thought all of the performances were extremely solid. Selena Gomez was great in this role. It was a role that for a character I've not really seen her do before, so I really like the fact that she took a chance with this character. Zoe Saldana also did not know how good of a singer she was. Like said, the songs aren't bad, they're just not needed, but the singing was well done, and I was really surprised by her dramatic performance and the singing that she did, the dancing and all. All in all, just a very solid performance out of all of the actors in this film. The story itself has a lot of depth to it. Like at about the halfway point, it suddenly realizes that you're like watching a completely different movie. Like this film takes a complete 180 at about the halfway point, and everything just completely turns itself on its ear. And it's just really interesting and twisty-turny kind of story that really keeps you intrigued. I just don't know why they added the music onto it. I mean, all in all, guys, this is an extremely solid film. This is also on Netflix. If you don't mind reading some subtitles and all, this is a really solid film to check out. And do I think that you should get a subscription to watch this? You know what? Here's the thing when it comes to saying stuff like that. Do the free week, see if you like it. Definitely check out this movie if you do the free week though, okay? But then decide if you want to be a Netflix member if you're not already a Netflix member, but you're already a Netflix member. Let's just be honest with ourselves, okay? So all in all, guys, solid film. If this sounds something that's interesting for you, if you're a Selena Gomez fan and you want to see her in a role that is pretty different than something she's done before, might be up your alley. All right, guys, well, thanks again for checking out the Film Geek. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And if there's one more thing you could do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna... I mean, what did I say? Zoe Sardines or something? Good God.